Good.
Good morning, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing today? A little bit later than usual, but we are here for you, and we're going to have a great show. Good morning, Nitin. How you doing? And why don't you tell everybody why we're a little bit late today?
Good morning, everyone. What's up, everyone in the chat? Shout out, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, the Yankees make some moves soon. What's up, Charles? My team and I booked Shannon Stewart today at 10 o'clock a.m. For this show. Former Toronto Blue Jays outfielder. He had a great career. So, and my team and I love working with him. So, stay tuned. Get your questions ready for Shannon Stewart. It'll be a good stream. So, he'll be joining this show pretty soon. And then tomorrow, everybody knows tomorrow is a big show that my team and I also booked. Andrew Jones tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So stay tuned for that. But today is Shannon Stewart, and after that, we're going to stay on and talk more Yankees talk, winter meetings, what's the latest over there. So guys, stay tuned. Big things are happening, and Shannon Stewart should be joining here soon. And get your questions ready too. So this will be a fun one.
And also, don't forget, we'll have an 8 o'clock live program tonight.
8 o'clock. Everybody tune in for that one too.
Yes, by all means. And everyone, of course, I don't have to remind you, press the like button as you go in and out of here, and subscribe to the channel.
Thank you, Charles.
We really, really appreciate it. And please have your questions for Sharon Stewart. I'd really appreciate that. And also coming up is Sean Browning, and we're going to bring him up. Hello, Shawnee Browning.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
You know.
You ready for Shannon Stewart?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Good morning.
What's up,
Good
Jacob?
morning to everybody. Good morning.
Jacob is in the house.
Oh, we got a nice text this morning from Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? Long time. Hey, Yankee fans, long time. How's everybody looking forward to the two great interviews, Sharon Stewart today and Andrew Jones tomorrow? Well, thank you, Jeff, for that. Really appreciate it. Jacob Petruzzi's in the house. What's cooking, my boy? Everything good with you? And, of course, Charles is in the house. What's up there, Jim the Anvil Neidhart? Everything good with you?
Yankees.
Oh, and Katie's here.
What's up? Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie.
Katie and JT is here, and Napoli's here.
Welcome back to the stream, Napoli from Abu Dhabi. Let's go.
Need one boys to make some moves. Patience, patience, patience.
The Yankees are discussing a Chaz Chisholm trade also, apparently. So
yeah, I don't know how true that is, but okay, we'll see.
Stay tuned for that. But I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. But we've been hearing reports that Chaz Chisholm is getting interest from different teams. So
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Hi, Katie. Yep.
Yeah, Katie. Well, I think I spotted Evan, but he disappeared. What's bothersome is that the Yankees are apparently listening to offers on Chaz, but what about McMahon? Chaz is a good player defensively. Why would they try to shop him? Good question.
Well, Jazz is in his walk year, so the final year of his contract.
No, you're right about that. Absolutely, and I think what they want to do is move, like Howie Coppin said last night, possibility of moving McMahon around the infield, playing every day, but second base, first base. According to Howie, he's played about 70, 72 games at first base. Yeah, but Charles, I don't care about the home runs. That's the whole idea. I'd rather have singles and double hitters, and you have Stanton and Judge. You don't need a thousand other people on there. So 1,000 people to hit 20,000 home runs. That's the Yankees' problem. We got to get out of this home run mode. Forget about home runs. Singles, doubles, walk, single, double, walk. Leave the home run to Judge. Leave the home run to Stanton.
Yeah.
And I think we'll win more games. I don't care about 31 home runs. He could stuff that home runs. I don't care because I'm sick of it. And I'm not getting upset at you. I'm just getting upset at the process.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did see.
There he is, Evan.
Yes.
He did see Evan. He did.
I want to
saw
join
Evan,
from my
and I
computer.
didn't see Evan. I saw Evan, and I didn't see
You're on your phone?
I am, but I want to join from my computer, so I need like the full link.
Oh, it's
Can you send that to him?
it's
Nathan?
J. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
JX3.
Yeah.
H.
Mhm.
V.
Okay.
9. AFT5. No, sorry. ATF5.
ATF5.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be. Let's see.
No, Charles, there's nothing to be sorry about. I just
Thank
want to get Yankee fans out of the mentality of hitting these damn home runs.
And when you're free swinging all the time, like Jazz does, you know, it's just really annoying because then you're getting strikeouts when we have like man on second or third with less than 2 outs, and instead of just shooting for the gap, you're free swinging, trying to get it over the porch,
Mm-hmm.
and then you end up either pop foul to the third baseman,
Mm-hmm.
don't advance the runner, or you're striking out.
Right.
Because like you said, Judge and Stan combined their totals, you're looking at 80 to 100 homers.
Right. And we don't need to hit 500 home runs. Where's it gotten us? Nowhere. So now you say, well, what would be worth to trade Chaz? Yeah, but if you sign a Bregman and you move McMahon maybe to second, you're getting better production, and you know that Bregman is a very, very good singles hitter. That's what we need. That's what we need. Not swing and miss. And you know he's not going to swing and miss. Maybe he does once in a while, but Jesus, what a difference.
Yeah.
Right. And then that's less that Caballero and Volpe have to worry about trying to range to cover everyone. Because when you have Bregman and you have McMahon, who have excellent ranges at second and third, respectively, that's less the shortstop has to worry about covering.
It's not, again, I want to bring up this comment from Jake. It's not a matter of a better second baseman. McMahon can handle himself anywhere he is. The thing is, you're getting a better infield. You're getting a lot better infield. Bregman makes a lot of sense. Why everybody has this fixation because he doesn't hit home runs? Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
If he goes 2 for 4 every day, guys, aren't you happy about that? It's batting 500 every day. That's what we need. And until the Yankees get out of this, it's not going to work.
Right, and then we're hung up on 2017 with Bregman. But what if we were hung up on about 04 with Johnny Damon when we got him in 06?
Yep. Well, Johnny Damon didn't really cheat. All he did was just absolutely kill us.
Right, but I'm trying to state the point of yes, they cheated, and but Astros became a rivalry too.
Yeah.
But if we were to if we get him and he helps us win, forget it. That was like what? How many years ago? 6, 7.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
I would take Bregman on a short-term deal, like a 3-4 year deal.
Sure.
And opt out after 2 years or something like that. But and then move McCann to second base or probably trade him. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, the Yankees have multiple ways to make this team better. We just don't know when they're going to make their first move. Hopefully soon, but let's see what happens. So you got to.
Now, Nosebleed says, I'm okay with Bregman, but I think it was because he was cheating. Yeah, and we don't know that. And you know what? It's over with. Enough already.
Yeah, guys, this happened in 2017. So
Right, and Manfred made it clear he wasn't going to punish the players because he needed them to cooperate.
Right. And, I mean, enough's enough. I'm not saying you, the chat. I mean, everybody in a whole. Get over it already. That's it. They're not taking away the championship of the Astros. They've done what they've done. They punished the owner. They punished some whatever they did, and it's over with. That's it. It's not coming back. I mean, whether we like it or not, listen. Everybody falls in. Nobody has a clear record in their lives. Everybody's done something that they're not happy about doing. This is one of the things that these players did, and I'm sure they're embarrassed about it and they feel terrible about it. But you got to move on. You have to move on. And if the Yankees are going to be stubborn not to get a player that they think is really going to help them, I mean, look, the manager of the cheating team is managing and doing well. The other players are playing and doing well. That's it. Enough. Carlos Beltran, he got demoted. He was going to be the Met manager. As soon as that came, they dumped him. I mean, he's his price. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. We all make a mistake. And if you tell me that you're 100% in life, I don't believe you.
I mean, the GM, he hasn't had a job in baseball since then. So
yeah, and he got punished enough.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the bottom line is the Yankees have to get better. How are we going to do that? I don't care. I don't care who it is. My part. I don't care who it is. If they're going to make us better, I want him on my team. I'm sick of going back to 2004, 2017, 2000. Enough already with that crap. I've had it. They paid the price. They're not changing anything. So we're going to spite ourselves when we have a chance maybe to get a really, really solid hitter, a solid third baseman, a good guy in the clubhouse, and we're holding it out because we're upset that we lost. Well, you know why we lost? Mm-hmm. Because there were certain hitters that couldn't hit in the clutch either.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, our star of the show is coming up, and we will be with you in a few minutes, everyone. But we're going to bring up the star of our show, the former great center fielder. I'm going to say the Toronto Blue Jays. I would love to say New York Yankees, but, you can't have everything. But here he comes. And here he is, Shannon Stewart. Welcome to NY Yankee Mania. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, we're really, really happy that you've come. I'm Joe. You have Evan, and you have Sean Browning here. So that we're ready to attack you for beating the Yankees so much.
Oh, man, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. It's just my job. Just doing my job.
I know. But, you could have gave us a little break, once in a while. Don't hit in the clutch.
No. Listen, man, you guys are always stacked. We couldn't beat you guys if we tried. So
yeah, okay.
Let me get a couple of hits here and there. Don't hurt.
Right.
Well, first of all, before anything, happy holidays to you and your family. How are your family doing? That's number one. And how are you doing?
Family's great, man. I got 3 kids, beautiful wife. I got a daughter at UM. She'll be a junior next year. My son's a senior. And my little one is a 9th grader. So I got two high schoolers, 1 college, and me and my wife just been kicking it. We've been just playing golf and just enjoying each other and just watching the kids grow with our little dog. So we're good. We're good. Everything's good.
That's great. And first of all, again, I hope you're enjoying that. Any solid plans for the holidays, Sharon?
No, I'm just going to stay home, man. I like to stay home. Traveling, I've done enough traveling right now. I'm a homebody anyway, so just want to be home with the holidays. Got my mom around the corner, my sister around the corner. I'm just going to kick it and just have a good time.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you if you give me the right answer here. Do you watch Hallmark movies?
My wife watches them all the time, so I gotta watch them with her. So,
I love you. I love you.
Listen.
Even though you're a Blue Jay, I love you. There you go.
Hey,
All right,
when Christmas comes, them holidays pop up right as soon as December comes. Man, that channel's up.
I
Yeah.
love it. Just before you came on, what do you think I had? Hallmark. We have
Hallmark.
it. I love it. We're going to go on a trip with the Hallmark people after the Yankees win the World Series next year.
Okay. That'd be fun. Let's see if that happens.
Yeah.
I hope so. As long as you're not playing. If you're playing, I'm going the other way. That's it. We like to have fun. Shannon. Okay, so how did we get here? When did you know that you were going to be a ball player? What was it in your mind and when?
Well, I mean, I gotta thank my dad for putting the ball and bat in my hands. He said when I was 4 years old, he brought the little plastic ball in the bat. You know, just like every dad does as a kid. And he started throwing me a little ball, man. And he said I was hitting it. He was like, man, my dad was a football player. So he was like, man, this kid's gonna play football, basketball. But, you know, he saw me hitting the ball far. He was like, man, this kid, you know, he might have something here. So at a very young age, my dad said, hey, you know what? Let's put the ball in the bat in his hand. Let's see what happens. But I was always a competitive kid. So when I was growing up, I always played all the sports. I always had a love for every sport, but baseball seemed to be the thing that I really enjoy. I love hitting. I love the competition. I love hitting home runs, getting hits, whatever it did to win a game was my thing. But I would say I'm going to high school. I had a feeling that I might have a chance, you know, because everybody was talking about me. Oh, this kid might be a first-round pick. But, you know, all that is hearsay. So when it came to fruition and came to high school, I ended up doing pretty well. So I figured, I guess, probably my 10th grade year in high school, I thought I had a chance to play some type of ball, college or minor league ball.
Now, how were you basically discovered? I mean, did you know that people were in the stands watching you or just around, or, you know, how did that all come about? And did somebody just come up to you and said, hey, you got a future in Major League Baseball? How did that all occur?
Well, when I was playing, believe it or not, when I was playing Little League ball, there was a couple of guys that had played minor league ball, and they came to me and they said, man, you know, you got a chance to play, you know, some baseball in the future. And I was like, well, I was a kid. What these guys talking about? You know, I want to play football, I want to play basketball, but I enjoy baseball. But they were telling me these things at a young age. So when I got to high school, I guess my junior year, we had a couple guys that were going to be drafted, and you know, the scouts saw me play. Oh, sorry. The scouts saw me play, and they were like, well, you know, they started talking to me. Man, you got good speed. You know, keep at it. You know, you could be a high pick. This was my junior year. By my senior year, man, their scouts were at all the games. There were like 20 scouts lined up, and the big thing for me was my speed. So they used to watch me run. All right, man, these guys just want to see me run, man. When you get the chance, run as fast as you can, because we think that if you get to the big leagues, you can be a 50 stolen base guy, you know. They didn't care about my swinging, they didn't care about my hitting. I was like more concerned about my hitting. When I would get out, I would get pissed off. But they're like, man, no matter what, just run fast, you know, and go out there and give it y'all, and you'll see good things will happen. So I guess that's how my path came to about.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you had, which was amazing, you had an average of 297, which is, you know, like 90% of that was against the Yankees, but we won't get into that. You should be and this is really amazing. You had 5,574 at bats. Wow. That's a career in itself, and your OPS was 790. That is amazing. You know, God bless you. You did it. You had a great career, and an incredible center fielder. You know, and whatever position you played was just amazing. 115 home runs is nothing to sneeze at either. But you were more of a player that the Yankees need right now. They need somebody with speed, play the outfield, go from first to second, move the runner over. That was the type. That's why you were very successful, and I commend you for that. And that's something you should be very proud of.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. It means a lot, especially coming from a Yankee fan.
Oh yeah,
But
oh yeah, definitely.
but
Guys, you
yeah,
have
I
a
just
question for Sharon? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
no. I'm go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna take a bit. You were called up around September 2nd, 1995, and you made your major league debut that night against the White Sox.
Hmm.
So take us through that the moment that you found out that the manager pulled you in, or you got that phone call.
Yeah, I was in Double A Knoxville, and the manager at that time was Garth Orge. And I'll never forget it. He called me in the office. I thought he wanted to talk to me about something that happened in the game. He's like, man, let me tell you something. You know what? You're going to the big leagues tomorrow in Chicago. And I was like, I was kind of stunned because sometimes when guys are gonna get called up, and I
Mm-hmm.
had no idea. I was playing good ball, but I had no idea. I figured that maybe the following year would be my year to get a chance to crack the league. So he called me, and when he told me, he said, man, you're going to Chicago, tomorrow. So get out of here and call your parents and call whoever you need to call, and man, you're going to the show. And I was excited. I was happy. Called my mom and dad and told them, they were excited for me. And then I get to Chicago. It's cold, but I don't care. I'm just pumped up. And I faced Wilson Alvarez. My first big league pitcher is Wilson Alvarez. Tough lefty.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I drew a walk my first at bat, and then the next at bat I got a base up the middle. And I remember the guys. I remember the comment says, "Man, that's that guy. First hit, Shannon Stewart. He might have a good career." So I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, okay. Hopefully they're right." But it turned out well for me.
Oh yeah. No, I mean I loved watching you play, even though it was rough playing against the Blue Jays playing against the Yankees, and you were always killing us. But I was like, man, if we could have him. I know we had Chuck Knobloch as our leadoff hitter then, but
Mm-hmm.
would have loved to have you because you were a menace on the base pass side.
Oh,
So
without a doubt. Stolen bases, 196. Again, nothing to sneeze about. But you did it all. I mean, you bunted. You hit the ball to the right side. It sounds exactly what the Yankees don't have. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be picking on the Yankees, but although you might like that, I don't know. But the bottom line is you are a solid player, and you got to be very proud of that. And even as a big Yankee fan, I'm proud of you because you had a really great career.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Anytime I played in New York, it's always special, man. The fans, they're really into the game, just the history of the game. The guys that played there, and you're in the stadium, and man, Babe Ruth played here, Yogi Berra, all these great ball players, Mickey Mantle, are on this field that I'm playing on now, and I always just felt like, that was the best time to shine was in Yankees. When you're playing against the Yankees, the fans are into it. They're always on the Yes channel. They're on all kind of ESPN, and they had the best teams back then. Let's be honest, they were the best team in baseball every year. When they didn't win the World Series, it was a disappointment. But I really enjoyed playing against the Yankees.
Okay, Evan, shoot away.
Well, yeah, first of all, Shannon, thanks for coming on. I'm obviously a younger fan. I didn't get to see you play, but by the way that you played the game, I wish that I did, because I love the types of players like you, guys who are known for speed, contact hitting. That's what I want the Yankees to be, and of course, you were that player, so you're great. So I wanted to ask you this. You were known for obviously contact hitting and speed, but then as you evolved throughout your career, you began to hit more home runs. Do you think it was hard for you to adjust your hitting philosophy to become more of a power hitter while staying as well to your known element being a contact hitter with speed? Or was it more difficult to translate into that type of hitter?
Well, I mean, when I was coming up, it was about, for a leadoff hitter, it was about average and scoring runs. And, they had guys that were leadoff hitters hitting home runs. Obviously you had Ricky Henderson, and then Brady Anderson was there, and then Kenny Lofton. So the leadoff hitter started to become a all-around hitter. And when I came up, all I could do, all my predicate was just speed, getting bunt for base hits, getting on base, stealing bases, scoring runs. But I started, I guess, my second year in the league, I started hitting more, I guess, doubles. My doubles in the gaps, got a little stronger, and if those balls are hitting the gaps were starting to go over the wall, then I ended up starting to hit more home runs. So I think my whole game developed slowly. Some guys, I mean, fortunately, it happened for me. Some guys are just slap hitters and just going to be guys that are just going to get on base and steal bases. And some guys are going to develop into power hitters. Some guys get out of the outfield and become power hitters. But, for me, it was just a little step by step where I just kind of just developed each year and got a little better. And I started working on my swing. I started using my legs more. And then I started driving the ball. I started learning how to hit for power. But I would, I'll always make sure that I was a leadoff hitter mindset. So when I got 2 strikes, I would cut down and I was try to, put the ball in play, shoot the ball to right field. I always felt that if you make contact, you got a chance to get a hit. Striking out is no good for me. A big hitter behind me like Carlos Delgado, hey, he strikes out, it's fine because, when he puts the ball in play, it's probably going to be a home run when he gets the home run. For me, it was just getting on base and develop into a power hitter.
Katie from the chat, Shannon, first of all, she says hello and thank you for coming on. What was your favorite part of playing for the Blue Jays?
Man, believe it or not, just the organization was one of the tops. I think when I came in, it was Atlanta and Toronto was one of the top organizations throughout the minor leagues to the big leagues. And when I got there, I didn't know anything about Toronto. I was kind of upset because I've been watching like Yankees, the Braves, Cincinnati. Those are teams that I watched growing up. So when I got drafted by Toronto, it was like, man, like, what is this team? Who is this team? Canada. I was kind of upset. But when I got up there, I got around the country and the fans and the organization, and I fell in love with the city. So I just think the overall experience playing for Toronto was just good for me. Just a right fit for me. And I would just say that the whole experience was being a part of the organization was great.
Well, that's awesome. Now we do have something here that's pretty cool. You played with my cousin and hope to be a Hall of Famer, Carlos Delgado. I met you when I was young, when you guys came to New York to face the Yankees at the old stadium. This is coming from Familia Grand 8. So could you tell us a little bit about Carlos Delgado and just a little bit of being in a lineup with him? And you were the table setter for people like Carlos.
Yeah, believe it or not, Carlos and I had the same agent, and I'll never forget when I was in the minor leagues, I got called up to like the big league camp and Carlos was up there. He's like, man, how's David doing? And his name was David Sloan. We talked about David, whatever it is, but it's weird. We developed a great relationship. And believe it or not, our lockers were right next to each other. So me and Carlos had a good history. First of all, I had the same agent. We were locker buddies, as they say. And he would always call me prime time. Like, what's up, prime time? Just like prime time, all right. Young guy, give me some love. But my job was to get on base and score runs for him. His job was to knock in for me. So we kind of had a good relationship from the jump. My job depended on him, and his job depended on me scoring. So it was a great relationship. But man, he was a great guy. Had a lot of fun with him. Just a great teammate, and still is a good friend. And still is a good friend today.
That's awesome.
Right.
Guys, question?
Yeah. You also played with a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame, but probably going to be held out, and Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
So what was it like? Was he really intense as a teammate?
Man, Roger was the best, man. I remember on game day, he would go in the training room and he would get a rub down the icy hot, whatever it is, to get his arm warmed up. And I would come in there. I was getting myself ready, stretching my hamstrings, getting loose with the trainers. And he would talk to me. He said, man, it's me and you today, Shooter. We're going to do it together. And he would talk to everybody individually, just give everybody confidence, make you feel like, you know what, if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. We're going to be all right. We're together. We're one team. I mean, he just a great guy. I remember we played the Yankees, and Rabu, I guess Rabu hit me in the arm. It was retaliation because Roger had threw me up in there. I think he threw up in there on Scott Brocious.
Yeah, he
and
did.
I got hit, and I got mad, and the benches cleared, and
Remember that?
I ended up hitting a home run against Rob. We ended up winning that game. But I'll never forget. I came into the clubhouse after the game. He's like, man, I owe you one. I owe you one, Shooter. And I guess probably like later on that year, Janet Jackson came to town. And he's like, man, he's like, Stu, I got you some tickets, man. Remember I told you I got you. And so I got tickets. I got to see the Janet Jackson concert and go backstage. So it was he took care of me, man. He really did. So I really appreciate Raj, but he was a great teammate.
What do you see the changes today in baseball? And if you were playing today, do you see it's the same energetic sport that you left? Or what do you see right now? What kind of changes do you like, you don't like, and just kind of give the fans a point of view of where we're at to the time you were playing?
Well, I mean, the game has changed, obviously. There's some good things about it, and there's some things that I think, that they took away from, which is disappointing. But I understand it's all about money and whatever it is. But when I played, we manufacture runs, meaning that, I get on base with less than, no outs, or bump me to second base, try to drive me in, get to second base, or bump me to third, try and manufacture a run. Today's game is more just, they wait for the home run. It's like they're waiting for the 2-3 run home run. They really don't try to manufacture runs. There's no hit and run. They don't really bunt that much. And then when they do try to bunt, they really can't because they don't do it, They don't do it. The fundamentals sometimes are lacking. The base running is kind of just off, like secondary leads. They don't get good secondary leads, so they get thrown out home or they're lackadaisical on the base pass. So, when I was coming up, we really worked hard on that stuff in spring training. Like everything that we did for spring training got us ready for the season. I'm not saying that these guys, they don't do that. I just feel like, it was more intense, and, when you needed to run, they would do anything to get a run. Now it just seems like we're going for a home run to win the game. And I understand that, that's what it is. They're swinging for it, and they're waiting for it. They're waiting for them to score it. So I just feel like the game is not as, I don't know. It's just they don't manufacture. They don't try to score runs when they can. They just trying to hit the home runs to win the game.
Right.
What's most frustrating too is like I see players attempting to bunt, and they either bunt it foul, or they just miss, or they just can't bunt at all, and it's really frustrating because the guy who's not known for hitting with power or hitting home runs, they should be able to bunt, and they should be able to move the runner over, or at least ground ball to the right side if the guy's on second. That's my opinion, and I think it's really frustrating when I see the Yankees do that, and they just don't get it done. They don't have productive outs, and that's really frustrating. But I want to ask you this question.
Like I said in spring, I'm sorry, because like I said in spring training, we would have stations. Like you would have a bunting station, for 30 minutes. Then you go to fielding 30 minutes. Hitting. There are stations. I mean, in the big leagues, not just minor leagues. Like you would work on that stuff, for a while, until you get it right, So it's just, to me, I don't know if they work on it like we did, but it was vital, man. It was vital, especially for a guy like myself, the 1 or 2. leadoff hitter, second hitter, they have to be able to bunt. You know, when I came up,
Mhm.
if there was a run on second base, no outs, and I got the bunt sign, you know, I had to get it down. I don't get it down, you know, they're looking at me, you know, they're looking at me tough, and I'm coming in and still gas and looking at me like, what are you doing? You know, that's your job. You're supposed to be able to lay the bunt down. I don't care if the guy's throwing 95 or cut, you know, put the ball down, move the runner over, you know, do your
Yeah.
job.
That's what I miss from the '90s and early 2000s. The hit and run. You know, like you meant, the Yankees were big, especially with Joe Torre. You see Chuck Knobloch could get on base. Derek Jeter they would do the hit and run, or if one of them got on, Paul O'Neill would get them over, and then Bernie or Tino would get them in, and it was just like. But I've seen it across the league like that. And then today, even though they got bigger bags, you would think they would take over with the bigger bags and the limited pickoff moves. You think teams would take advantage of that, but they still haven't done that hit and run style play, small ball.
There it is, small ball. Yeah, to me, small ball wins games. And small balls, these 15, 18 inning game should have been over, you know, maybe 12 innings, you know. But you sit there and watch it and you say, oh, okay, they get the run on, okay, they're gonna bunt. They don't bunt, and there's a double play, and then the guy gets to second base, no outs. Okay, they're gonna bunt. They let the guy swing away. Next thing you know, there's one out. And next thing you know, the inning's over, 2 out. It's just like, man, you know, that's what the frustrating is. Frustrating thing is when you're watching and you're a former player and you played in the era I played in, you're like, man, you know, why aren't they bunting? Why aren't they trying to hit, you know, move them over? Why aren't they doing these things? Why aren't they hitting running? But I don't know, you know, but I guess this is the game. The game has changed.
Well, when you go to batting, if you get to the stadium early and you watch batting practice and whatever, there's no infield practice. I mean, what happened to that? What happened to, you know, the ground ball, the coach hitting to third, to short, to second, to first? Let's turn a double play. You don't see that. All you do is seeing guys just hit the ball like 9 miles and a little throw to first base. That's all. How are you going to learn? I mean, I don't understand the thinking, the logic to this anymore. And then I'm sure you do not like. Well, I don't want to talk for you, but the phantom runner in the 10th inning, does that make sense to you?
No, I mean, they changed the game. You know, they changed the game. You know, some things they have done that I think is really good. The pitch clock, that's good. Speeds up the game. You know, makes the game more enjoyable while you're watching it. They're not drawing out innings. But you know, some of the things they've done is just, you know, for improvement of the game. You know, some of them improving, some of them kind of like, you know, maybe they need to take another look at it. But I mean, in the end, it's all about excitement. It's all about, you know, the fan, the scoring. It's just like the analytics. The analytics taking over, and maybe that's what it is. The analytics say to do these things, and that's where they're going to. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good. Good.
Shannon, real quick, what was it like playing in the old stadium, Yankee Stadium, and what was it about that allowed players from traveling teams to really thrive, especially in a playoff series?
I mean, old Yankee Stadium to me, well, I didn't play in a new stadium, but the old Yankee Stadium was the best. I mean, like I say, the history's there. You know, when I played against the Yankees, they were the best team. They're always the best team. They always had the best players. They always get the best free agents. So when you went up against the Yankees, you're going up against the best team. I think the fans were behind them so much that you think that they played for the team. Yeah. And it's just it's in the atmosphere, and hey, it's New York. You know, it's New York.
Oh, yeah.
So like I said before, I think that, you know, that brought the best out of me. You know, knowing that this is the Mecca. You know, you got Jeter over there, A-Rod, you know, Tino. You got everybody. Joe Torre's in the dugout. You got Roger on the mound. You got
Paul O'Neill.
Paul O'Neill, Messina, whoever, David Cone, David Wells. I mean, how can you not be excited? How can you not want to play against that team? For me, I always wanted to play against the best. And so, you know, I'd rather play against the New York Yankees than the Tampa Bay Devil Rays any day of the week, because I know that it's gonna be packed house. You're gonna face the best pitchers. You're gonna face the best players, and you're gonna have to bring your best to beat the best.
Right.
Sure.
Now, Wendy in the chat, she asked you, Shannon, did you have a favorite coach? What was your favorite town to play in, and did you have a favorite team player?
Okay. My favorite team player was Orlando Hudson. I enjoyed playing with him with Toronto, and with the Twins. It was Torrey Hunter. Torrey Hunter's a stand-up. He's one of the best teammates I ever had, and great guy. As far as the place I loved playing was New York. I'll say New York and Chicago, but New York was just, you couldn't beat it. You couldn't be playing New York. It's just the atmosphere. Like I say, the team playing against that great team, and it's just an experience. It's just an experience. A great experience playing against the Yankees. And one of my favorite coaches was a guy by the name of Larry Heisel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was my hitting coach in AAA, and he was the guy that kind of helped me, spark my career. We started going to the cage, doing soft toss, working on my swing, getting behind, sitting on my back leg, and starting driving the ball. And he was one of my closest coaches, and he's still a good friend today.
Wow.
Yeah. There's some great stories there. I mean, obviously, you totally enjoyed what you were doing. I have the question now is, do you believe that we're headed in the wrong direction as far as a strike or a lockout after this next upcoming season? And do you think teams are being more worried about that? And I mean, aside from the Dodgers, who just buy everybody, but besides that, do you think everybody's being cautious? And how are your feelings about a potential lockout or strike?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope there's not a strike, because usually when strikes come and stoppage of the game, it hurts the game. It's gonna hurt the game in some form, And I just feel like, I don't know what the teams, what they're feeling. Hopefully they hope there's not a strike. The Dodgers, I mean, they're different. They're different. They're different right now. When I played, the Yankees was that team. They were getting the best players. And everybody wanted to go there and play. But I think the playing field was a little more even. Even when the Yankees got those great players, you had the great Boston teams. I mean, they weren't just running away with it. I just feel like, like now that the Dodgers added this, it's like, man, like, who's next? Who's next? But like I said, the Blue Jays almost got them last year, so maybe they feel they need to get them.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all were close. And that was a great epic World Series. I mean, the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, it reminded me a lot of that 2001, even though the Yankees lost. But that was that back and forth dogfight all the way through. So
yeah, it was a great World Series, man. I was there, Toronto Game 6 and Game 7, and you could feel it. You just felt like they were going to win. Game 6 was I didn't know. I didn't feel like, I felt going into Game 6 that the Dodgers might win because of Yokohama, but that Game 7 was I just felt that they were going to win it. They had every opportunity. That city, that fan base was going crazy, and when he lost, man, it was just, I felt bad for the fans, because it was almost like, man, that was a gut-wrenching punch right there. It took a lot, took the air out the stadium, but they won it, so they had their opportunity.
Shannon, tell us your experience about playing at the Rogers Center. Then was, of course, the Sky Dome. I was there once. I was actually there for WrestleMania 6 for Hulk Hogan against the Ultimate Warrior back in '91. But tell
Warrior.
us your experience. It's just a great walking experience. Tell the people what it's like to play in Toronto.
Man, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. I think that's one of the reasons why I love playing that. You know, first of all, the name, the Sky Dome. I mean, that name is just like, man, what is that? The Sky Dome. That just sounds electric in itself.
Right.
But man, you know, it just, I don't think there was a ballpark like that, especially where the roof would track. You know, you would sit there and they would open up the roof and it would spin and it's like crazy. Like you don't know, you can't understand how something like that opens up like that. But the fans, especially like when the Yankees and Boston come in town, that place is packed. Opening game of the season, opening day, it's packed. You know, there's not a seat empty. I mean, and everybody's excited. It's just the ultimate, the turf. It's just a great place to play. You have to, you know, be a player to really understand it. But it's like being, I don't know. It's like, to me, it's like being in the Super Bowl. If you ever go to the Super Bowl and you go to a game and it's just wow. It's just a wow moment. But that's what it felt like playing there. You know, especially when you play against the great teams. Just a great place to play.
Right. Now, you know, there's a lot of debate about the umps. And I mean, they were back in your day too, and then now they're having the ABS challenge. How do you feel as a former player
About the
about
umpire
the challenge system and how umpires are calling games?
Oh, I mean, I think because they're trying to follow, they're trying to call pitches to the computer. They're trying to get it right, you know. I mean, it's more like, you know, when I was playing, it was just like, okay, on field, you know, you go up there and so certain umpires might have a low strike zones, a higher strike zone, but now everybody's trying to just be perfect. They're trying to be perfect in all aspects of the game. You can't, you know, it's like a feel. It's like a feel for you. You're gonna make some mistakes, obviously, but when you have the computer or whatever it is, and you have people correcting you, you kind of like, you know, I don't think it's not natural. You know, it's not like they're not calling games natural. Things are doing things because, hey, if I don't do this right, the computer is gonna see that I missed it, you know, and let me make sure, you know. So, I mean, I just feel like it was better when you know, when umpires just called the game, you know, on field, you know. I mean, yeah, they're gonna make mistakes. You know, it's good that you can challenge here and there, you know, it's good for that, but you know, it's just I don't know, it's just something that, you know, they have to figure it out. They'll figure it out.
I
Yeah.
hope the human element doesn't get taken away.
No,
Yeah, I just hope that the human element doesn't get taken away, because if you have a guy like Aaron Judge up, or even like Alejandro Kirk, the strike zone needs to adjust a little bit. You can't just have the same chest area and then the knee area. You can't just have like the same spot where it's going to be a strike every time, because every player, I feel like, has a different strike zone.
Right. And that's that. And you know, when you call games that way, it's not. They're gonna call it the way they think it's supposed to be called, not to the player, you know. Aaron Judge is 6'7" on, you know, on
6'7", 280.
yeah, 6'7", 280. A ball at, you know, my knees, his knees is different. It's a different strike, you know. It should be called different, you know. But you know, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully they'll get these things corrected, you know.
Yeah. I just,
Hopefully get it corrected.
like I said, I mean, I know umpiring job is hard. I tried it when I was 16 at Little League. It's not the big leagues, but you know, I was like, I know it's hard to call it in the moment as it is, but you know, I mean, but there's also that human element, and part of the fun in the old days when you seen like, you know, Lou Piniella throwing bases because he got in an argument with the umpire over a bad call, but he's protecting his players. You know, you that as a fan, you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. as a player, you enjoy it. You know, your manager fighting for you. You love it. You love it. And
As a,
sometimes you, as a player, you get after it. You know, on a bad call, you get upset.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, you're up there fighting,
as,
and the guys
as a
calling.
player, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's fine.
No, I
I'm
was going
listening.
to say, as a player traveling a lot, how much of a burden or does it take on you, your family, the parents or whatever? How do you describe to someone, let's say a kid growing up and ready to get into baseball, with all the sacrifices and all? How do you get through that? And when do you know that it's time to get away from the game?
Well, that's the part of the game, the traveling. Um, you know, in and out of hotels, 10-day road trips. Is a part of it. Like I said before, well, I always tell somebody, my goal was to be the best I could be wherever I was. Was
Mm-hmm.
it A ball, double A, high school, triple A? And I wasn't thinking about being an all-star, doing that. I say, you know what? I want to give it my best. I want to be the best I can be. And then, that led to triple A, double A, big leagues, and then so on and so on. So the next thing I was in the league. But I mean, when it comes to traveling and doing all that, it's part of it. It's just part of it. And your goal is, to be a big league player and to perform and be the best you can be. And I gotta go 4 days in New York and take, and go out there and play the best I can. And then we got to go to Boston, and then you got to go to Baltimore for 2 days. The competitiveness in you is just, that's it. That's just what it is. You can't go around it. So, just got to go around. I'm sorry. What was the last question? What's the second question to it?
No, just basically, how did you know? Because we have a question from Bob, and Bob asked, how did you know when the time was okay? That's enough. I want to be with the family. I want to do this. I want to do that. When does that spark in a player's eyes?
Well, for me, I wanted to play a certain amount of years. I wanted to play 10 plus years, And once I got to 10, everything was like, okay, was extra. So I ended up playing 12, So by the time I played 12 years, I was kind of like, I was getting to the point where I would drive to the park and like, it's a nice sunny day, and people going to the beach, and you're driving by the beach, and you're going to the park playing the game. And you're like, man, I want to be at the beach. Not saying I'm a beach guy, but I want to enjoy this holiday, the 4th of July. I want to, enjoy this time. But before, I was like, man, I'm going to play. I'm going, we playing whoever, Seattle and Griffies. I want to play. I'm ready to play against this team, So it's like, I wasn't even thinking like that. So I think what happens is, when you know it, for me, when you know it's time, is when you start thinking other than the game, you want to do other things, Obviously, if you have a family, my kids were young when I retired. So, if they were doing stuff, my son was playing basketball or my daughter was, doing her thing, I would think about maybe giving it up earlier, but they were young. So I think there's different reasons why guys, call it. But I think the most part is, the love of the game. You just kind of get tired of it. Once you get tired and you're feeling like, I don't want to be feeling like, I want to be feeling like I need to go out here and do some damage, get a couple hits. I need to go out here and make a play. I need to help this team win. But if you start thinking otherwise than that, I think that's when it starts to begin to where, it's over.
Starts to wear down.
All right.
Donnie
And then
Clark, question: how did you like playing with Torrey Hunter?
Man, Torrey Hunter was the best, man. That I gotta say, when I got traded to Toronto, when I got traded to Minnesota, I was just like, man, I was kind of bummed out because I really love being with Toronto, and I was there for I guess 8-9 years, including minor league. So that's the only thing I knew, was Toronto. But I think the best thing that happened to me was get traded to the Twins. But Torrey Hunter was the guy that kind of helped me make that transition. I mean, he's a fun guy to play with. He brings this enthusiasm every day to the ballpark. And he's a great team leader. So I always tell everybody that when they ask me who's your favorite player, who's the guy that you play with that you just had the most respect for, it was Torrey. Torrey was the guy, man. And I think a lot of guys that play with him have the same feelings toward him. He's just an absolute great guy, and I love him to death.
Yeah, I still remember when he robbed Barry Bonds of the home run in the All-Star game. And then Barry, jokingly ran up to him to try to tackle him. And it was
Picked
just
him
funny.
up.
Yeah, he picked him up.
Right?
Yeah.
That was amazing. That again was great. I mean, you had so many highlights. I mean, we can't even go through them. I mean, you were like you
guys.
I mean, I could stand here and tell you. I mean, I could literally see you hit against the Yankees, and that I'm telling you, it drives me nuts. No, but I mean, kudos to you.
Hey, listen, let me go get my wallet and write checkbook and write you a check.
I like the sound of that. Let me give you my address.
All these compliments. I don't know. I did the show. I'm here on the show now. It's okay. I'm here. I appreciate that though. Really, thank you so much. Thank you.
One thing that I've done all my life is I tell the truth.
Yeah,
and as much as I didn't like the Blue Jays, you were outstanding. I mean, you were to me like a Paul Molitor.
Oh man, dang! Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Paul Molitor and you and I mean Ken Herbeck. That team was just all your teams. Were amazing. And I was always saying, can't they get this guy? Can't they get this guy? Just get him even for a year. I don't care. Just get him. And it was like it seems like Yankee killers very rarely come to the team, and when they come to the team, it's like forget it. But
I'll
tell you what though, I know if I played for the Yankees that just the fan base alone and how they are, the passionate fans, I would have to bring it every day, because I know I played in Venezuela and it was a tough league down there. And I remember my first couple games down there, I don't know, bad games. I was like start off 3 for 20, and they want the Americans down there to kind of help steer the team. They pay you money. It's not a whole lot, but they give you enough money for them. They think, oh well, you're supposed to be carrying the team. And I'll never forget, I was walking down the street. I was, 3 for 20 walking down the street, and people look at me and they're doing this to me. And I'm like, damn, so I called my dad, said, man, they want me out of here. He said, man, you better get it going. So I ended up turning around and I ended up winning the batting title down there. And then it was totally different. They would see me, they were cheering, they were running after the car. I was like I was Michael Jackson now. But the funny thing is that playing down there got me ready to play in the big leagues, because the fans are passionate and they're serious, and they take baseball very serious, and that's how the Yankee fans are. So I know that would have been a great experience playing for the Yankees.
Yeah. Really. And somebody like Evan here on the panel, I mean, he's young, but he could see if he's looking at videos of you, and he could honestly see what you missed. The great era that we were in, that we saw so many great players, so many. I mean, I'm not taking away from today, but you had your Don Mattingleys, you had your Delgados, you had your people like that, George Brett. I mean, this is just ridiculous amount of people. And for the Yankees to win, or your team to win, it was a great accomplishment because there's so many good, very good players out there, great players, Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me? And
Yeah.
I feel lucky that even though the Yankees had a lull in the 80s and a little bit in the 90s, but I feel more lucky today because of yesteryear than I do of today because of today. And I hate saying that, but it's just your era was you very lucky. You played in an era where baseball was baseball.
Mhm.
You know, you needed a little ground ball hit, you got it. You hit the ball on the right side, you got it. Now, what do? Strike out, hit a pop up, forget about it. And the young people of today, to me, have been robbed because unless, thank God for YouTube, and if you put in your name, you'll get to see what we're talking about. If you put in Carlos Delgado, you'll see. Carlos Delgado in 2 games had 18 RBIs against the Yankees.
Yeah.
18. 9-9. Give me a break. Guys killed us.
Hey,
So,
Joe,
Joe, really, I can't say it.
Joe, and we still lost those games.
No, I mean,
but not all of them.
But Joe, you know what?
It was an experience.
You're absolutely right, though. I tell everybody that I think I played in the best era. I'm not trying to be like, oh, because I played in it. Just because, I mean, I could just name guys that I faced, guys that I played against. Man, it's just the list goes on. And even I faced some of the older guys that were coming out, that were stars early 80s, 90s, like Gooden. I faced Gooden. He was the man back then. Just there's so many players that I played against that I can name just go off, and you'd be like, man, I played against him. It's just, but it's unbelievable. You're right.
What about a guy like Cal Ripken? Now
I played against Ripken. Yeah.
But what was it like when you were facing the guy like Ripken, the Iron Man?
Man, it's because I'm young, so I get up. So when I'm facing these guys, or playing these guys, they're on the back end of their career, but they're still good ball players, and it's like, man, that's Kyle Ripken out there. That's Kyle Ripken up, and I'm in the field. I got to get my head in the game because he could hit me a ball. I got to make the play. But the first time I went to Yankee Stadium, I was like in awe. Like, man, this is where Babe played. This is Mantle. I'm just all the great Yankee legends, and you got the statues out there. And I'm like, man, I'm on the same field. These guys play, Boston, you go play in Boston, and you go play in the old Kingdom. And the first time I see Ken Griffey out there, I'm like, God, look at Ken Griffey. I got to play. That's great, but I got to play, but it's just Randy Johns, just when you first time facing these guys and when you see these guys, Don Mattingly, I just remember seeing Don Mattingly and playing against him. It's just like, wow, it was a wow factor. So I had to get over all that. And then, get my mind right that now I got to play. I'm here to perform. But it still was great to the kid in me, playing against these great players and going to these stadiums for the first time, these legendary, stadiums. It was a great experience. People don't know, but it really was for me. I got the best of both worlds.
Yeah. No, and we definitely and I saw it firsthand, and I actually covered games that you were in with Toronto and Minnesota, and actually I did interview. We did an interview. We didn't do one-on-one, but you were of course the star of the game. What else was new? And so the recorder was right on you, and it was like, I don't know, can I put some itching powder or something? It was like, but really, it was a great experience. And like I said, I feel lucky being in that, even though the Yankees did not do that great until, we're talking 96, 97, 98.
Right.
All of that.
Right.
It was just a pleasure to go to the ballpark and one day realize, all these people like George, even, I'm not a big George Brett fan because he doesn't like the Yankees, but, just to watch some of these guys was just amazing. And, but we thank you for your time in baseball. It was just to watch you guys, Toronto, play. It was really, really an experience. And we definitely thank you for that. And we do have a little surprise for you, Shannon. I'm going to bring him up right now. And it's the person that got us together with you, who we respect very, very much. And this is a friend of yours.
My guy, Chad. What's up, man?
There he is. It's my guy.
How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You always put me on, man. You always give me the good deals, the good interviews. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
You keep me relevant, man. Keep me relevant.
Hey, we keep everyone. We love sharing these you guys' stories. And first of all, Shannon, thank you for joining Joe, Sean, and Evan. They do a great job, and my team and I have been helping them get all the guests here. So all the guests that has been coming on here through us, and then obviously I told you about tomorrow's big one. We
Andrew.
Andrew Jones will be coming on here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'll let him know that you were on here today. So I'm sure you still. I'm sure you still keep in touch with him, right?
I mean, I haven't spoken to him since been a while. But I mean, he was always a good dude. I always enjoy talking to him. Yeah, please tell him I said, hey, man. Tell him I said what's up.
Yeah. So thank you for joining them. They've been great. These three, and then obviously. We have more people who work on this panel, and obviously, you already know Shannon. We have a lot of connections in the business, so I'm glad we've been helping them out since like 3-4 months ago. So yeah, this show is growing, and I had to get you on our Job in the Mouth show. I'm also a PR manager for the show called Job in the Mouth with former Yankees pitcher Jabba Chamberlain. So I work with Jabba too. So
okay,
we had to get you on that show too.
Well, I thank you, man. I thank you.
We have one question from actually a new viewer, a new listener here, Richie Barbecue. I love this name.
Richie Barbecue.
In the MVP race of 2003, what were your thoughts when you were in the MVP race while being split between the Jays and the Twins?
I mean, that was that was when I got traded. I got traded over there. And I'll never forget, because I was crushed, man. I was crushed because the GM at the time told us that we weren't going to get traded, because it was the All-Star break. So I went home for the All-Star break, and then I was at my buddy's restaurant. I was at a guy named Chef Pedro over the New York Deli. It's called Roasters and Toasters. So that was funny. But they called. I get this call, and I'm like, it's a 612 number. I'm like, what is this? And I pick it up. And it's Terry Ryan from the no. It was 416. It was JP Bachardi from Toronto. We just traded you to Minnesota. Thanks for everything. Hangs up the phone. Then they get the call from Terry Ryan, the GM for Minnesota. He's like, "Hey, this is Terry Ryan. Congratulations. You've been, we just got you." And I'm sitting there looking stunned. I'm like, what's going on? Now I'm going to Minnesota, but my dad told me, he said, "Listen, man, you got a good opportunity. This team has a chance to get the playoffs." You get the playoffs and you don't know what can happen. So I went over there and he said, play your game. I went over there and played well, and the things happened, and we ended up winning the division. I ended up playing really, played well. I think I always say I did the same thing I did in Toronto, but now I'm doing it in Minnesota, and now the games are, they're meaningful. They're not meaningful in Toronto because Yankees already won the division by All-Star break, so that's just how it was. But I went over there and I did well, and next thing you know, I was an MVP candidate, and I guess I did well enough. I guess they said that I helped spark the club, and I did some things to earn those votes. But it was great experience, and Skip Bayless said I should have won it.
Yeah. Hey, he's right about that, man. He's right about that. And I'm just curious, you being a fellow Toronto Blue Jay, what's it like seeing them competing at a high level? Obviously, they were in the World Series, and you guys have a great fan base, and now they're spending money. They got Dylan Cease to help the rotation. Now they're not done spending. I think they're in on Kyle Tucker and other free agents. So what is it like to see a Toronto team that don't really, like, people in Canada don't really watch, but now they're getting a lot of attention, along with the Raptors, who's doing well too this year. So let's talk about the Toronto feel right now because it's a hockey town. So
Right. It's a hockey town always. It's still gonna be hockey no matter what. But I mean, the Jays have brought in a whole enthusiasm to the city, man. It's great to see. I was up there for Game 6 and Game 7, and the city was just on fire, man. It was electric. I never seen it so excited and happy for a team and root behind the team like they were for the Jays. And it just, man, you go up there now, you know, the Jays are really relevant. I'm just saying that they weren't, but they're really relevant because, you mean, they got things everywhere. Toronto Jays, and they got commercials, and they got billboards, and you got Vladdy, you got Bo, you know, you got these young groups, and you got guys that are just, you know, marketable, you know, not just only in Canada, but, you know, US too. So where they're known, you know, now that they play so well, I knew that they had a good team. I figured that they would do well in the playoffs. I didn't know they were going to go get to the World Series, but once I saw them beat the Yankees, and I said, we got Seattle, I said, we got a chance. I think we could beat Seattle. I didn't think that we could beat the Dodgers at first, but when we started playing, I said, man, we can win the series. So came up a little bit short, but it was great, man. It's great. Seriously.
Oh,
yeah. In my opinion, the Blue Jays outplayed the Dodgers. In my opinion,
they did.
Oh yeah,
they outplayed the Dodgers, and like I said, made some mistakes. You know, some mistakes on the bases, and
in the end, they looked like the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but no,
I'm going to be critical. There's no, you know, because I didn't like what's going on, but the way the Blue Jays built this club with people like Clement and Bo and Gutierrez and all of them, that's what you need. That's what you need. Now, unfortunately, you know, the luck of the draw, Kirkin into the double play. Okay, but still, I'll take that club right now. I mean, it does a little bit of everything. You want power? Yeah. You got Guerrero. You want singles hitters? You got Clement. You got Barso. You got people who are going to come up there and get hits. And they'll strike out 1,000, 10,000 times. Enough already. And the Yankees should do the blueprint from the Blue Jays. I'm sorry, but that's where it is.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Judge, it's like the lineup is built depending on Judge and Stanton misses like 60 games a year.
Yeah.
You know, but Judge has got to put on that Superman cape.
Yeah, the Blue Jays have to be very proud of what they built and how fast it came. And let's face it, they have a bunch of you on the team right now, because Clement kills the Yankees. Guerrero kills the Yankees. And we all know the catcher kills the Yankees. I mean, I don't want to play them. It brings me back to you. And I don't want it. But in all honesty, it's just fantastic. It's great. We're very proud, just very proud to come and watch teams like, that come in with all their heart and do what they do best. And we can't thank you enough, because you entertain people. You put smiles on kids and, grandfathers. And, hey, you know what? I brought you to Toronto. I brought you to New York. And, you got to see so-and-so. And it's just an amazing feat. And, and to me, it's just amazing. There's only like 700, 800 of you guys. And every one of them is special in your own way. And we, all we can do is say thank you and for the performances and everything that you've done for the communities and all. And we'd love to see you back in baseball one day. That'd be great.
I'm telling you right now, Shannon Stewart, let me tell you about Shannon Stewart. He is a class act. He's a great guy. We love working with him. And like I said, we put them on multiple shows. That's what we do with all the players that we're connected with. We put them on multiple shows so they can tell their stories. And I'm telling you, Shannon Stewart is an underrated player who played at a high level. And I think he Shannon, I don't know if you're up to it, but I know you're spending a lot of time with your wife and your kids. But if the right opportunity comes up, I think he'll be a good hitting coach, manager, or whatever, bench coach, whatever comes up. He'll make a great one also.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really do.
Yeah.
And we definitely would like when you get a chance, maybe the season. You're always welcome. You're now part of our family, and you're always welcome on NY Yankee Mania anytime you have something to promote. You could tell, you could go through with Nitin. I'll be more than happy to put it on our community because that's my way of saying thank you for coming up and spending a little bit of your precious time with us.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, Joe. Thank you, guys, man. I really enjoyed being on the show. Chopping it up with you guys, and hey, this has been a lot of fun, man. You brought me back to the good old days.
Yeah,
good old days.
Glory days.
hey, great to see you again as always.
Yes,
Thank you.
and happy holidays and a safe
Happy
one to you and your family.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you guys, and enjoy it. Be safe.
Yeah, you
Same here. And we'll see
It
you
was an
soon.
honor and a privilege, Shannon.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Love, man. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Take it in.
Weekend. Take care. Well, everyone, that was Shannon Stewart. What a guy. What a player. An inspiration and a lot of fun. And he had a great year, and he was getting traded at the same time. I mean, that's amazing.
You guys, by the way, great job. By the way, shout out to Joe, Sean, and Evan. You guys did a great job with Shannon, and obviously the chat. Great job with all the questions. And by the way, next year, I think next year is going to be even better because you guys remember Mike Hampton?
Of course.
Yeah.
He just reached out to us that he wants to come on this show next year after the holidays.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean the ex-Met?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but Hampton was actually a good player.
Yeah. So he told us that he wants to come on the show after next year. So after the holidays, he's busy. So.
Awesome. That's great news, and tell him we'd love to have him.
Mm-hmm.
And we could talk. And what's nice about that is the difference in New York and playing in Colorado. So and I want to thank everybody new in here, like Richie Barbecue. How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. And please, if you get a chance, subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. Nitin is going to announce another great player that's going to be here tomorrow. So Nitin, take it away.
Yeah, so my team and I also booked for tomorrow legendary outfielder Andrew Jones, 12-time Gold Glove winner. He'll be joining this show tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. It doesn't get any better than this. Like I said, back-to-back, a great outfielders joining the show, and early Christmas gift for you guys from us. So I hope you guys take advantage of it. And he'll be joining this show tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, with Evan, Sean, Joe, and possibly Chef Nick. So, guys, get your questions ready for Andrew Jones. This is it's gonna be a fun one. We want to make this a big one, and also, guys, be respectful too tomorrow. Like you guys did a great job today, so do the same thing tomorrow. So, but it should be a fun one. So,
I'll tell you though, Nitin, and this is directly to Evan. With all my heart, I really wished, not to make him older, but Evan. If you would have seen these players, honestly, no comparison. I'm sorry. It's not a question that they're not good now, but if you look at you can look at it on YouTube. You can look at so many videos. If you see these people, you're going to say, how did the Yankees change? How did baseball change?
Yeah,
because it was. I would love to see your reaction.
That's why we love. My team and I love working with the older players because they reminisce. They have a lot of great stories, and we love bringing them on these shows like this. And they love coming on because they want to share their stories, whatever happened in the past. And some of them don't, and then obviously some of them like the current game or they don't like. So it's a good flow, a good mix to it. So that's why they love coming on shows like these, so they can share their stories.
I would
Oh,
give
yeah.
I would give up everything to have people like Evan, Sean Browning, George to watch Don Mattingly every single day.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought the
You-
latter half.
First thing, Evan, you would say, why isn't this guy in the Hall of Fame? He was the Yankees, what the Yankees were all about. I mean, I don't get the way they, he played with a back. He barely could walk sometimes, Evan, and he got 3 hits in a game. 3 hits. It was just, oh my God. I mean, look, you guys are lucky you get to see Aaron Judge, but even up to Ken Griffey Jr. Or the Yankee killer from the Mariners, with the right-handed hitter that killed us,
Edgar Martinez.
Edgar Martinez, the name, because I hated him so much, but I respected him. I mean, the only guy that could hit Mariano Rivera come up at 3:00 in the morning and get a hit. The guy was just ridiculous. I mean, do we see that today? I don't know. I don't know if we see that.
And in the 90s and early 2000s, all the teams were competitive. Even if they had losing seasons, they had a competitive a thing about them. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, the Athletics are tanking.
No.
No, it was like they were playing hard.
Yeah.
And I like what Charles is saying. Kudos. Thurman Munson should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean,
1 trillion%.
it's
Guys,
a shame he's not.
do you guys, Evan or Nitin, have you seen any late news? Because being the fact we were in the interview,
I
I
haven't.
didn't want to get distracted. There's
We haven't-
nothing
yeah,
coming.
We haven't seen anything so far, news wise.
No.
I think nope. We just have to wait and see now, I guess.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, it took Phil Rizzuto 32 years to get in the Hall.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Dodgers are interested. They won't be opposed of trading Tyler Glass now.
Yeah, and Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
But with
Yeah.
that means somehow they'll go and go get
Yeah.
Bellinger.
Bellinger or
Yeah.
Kyle Tucker. Yeah.
Maybe Imai.
Or Imai too.
Yeah.
Glass
Somebody like that. It's,
No, I don't. You think Imai now will all of a sudden change his mind to go to the Dodgers after what he said?
If the
No.
money's there. If the money's there, but right now,
No, I think
it'll be,
it might either ends up at Yankee or he'll end up in the AL East Coast somewhere.
Oh, we got some rumors here coming out of NFL. It's saying former Cowboys and Packers head coach Mike McCarthy is viewed by some as a front runner to become the next Tennessee Titans head coach.
wow.
That might actually be a good fit because he can
And
actually build a
yeah,
culture.
yeah, and also I've been hearing that Marcus Freeman could be in play for Giants.
I heard that too. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
yeah.
What's happening? Any news on that Michigan fiasco?
No, just I guess the same thing from yesterday, but they're investigating it now. So
Yeah, they're investigating the alleged assault. But they won't give any more details than that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah. It also here it says Cam Newton says he felt disrespected that the Colts signed 44-year-old grandfather Phillip Rivers before even calling him.
Cam still wants to play.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was saying though. I mean, Cam, it wasn't a whole lot to. I mean, yes, he could run and he could throw, but it was so many concussions. I don't know if he wanted. But hey, I know it's competitive.
Oh yeah, Donnie. Yes. The Rule 5
That
pick
was a
from Cardinals. That was a great move in my opinion.
Yeah, that was a very, very sneaky good move. And if Matt Blake can straighten him out, wow, we got a gem there, and we'll know right away because he's got to stay on the team now. So you know
Yeah.
you have another pitcher. So get ready, folks. Start
You could-
realizing the name Winquest
Winnie-
because
Right.
he's going to be around a little bit.
He could be our X factor in the bullpen.
Winquist
'Cause we
has
could use him.
dive. Ball
Throws
game
100
over.
miles an
The
hour.
Yankees win.
man.
The Yankees
Yeah,
win.
he could.
100
I mean-
miles an hour. Yes, it is 100 miles an hour.
And we got a catcher.
I mean, I
Yeah,
could just see them.
Yay! We got a right-handed catcher.
Yeah.
Give that man a
But he
contract.
can't hit defense.
But we need someone on the major league level, not just
Yeah,
a minor leaguer.
Jansen.
I don't know.
Yeah, Donnie's saying Fish, I guess, has been scouting Winquist.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
They wanted to draft him in the 8th round of the draft, but the
Okay.
Cardinals selected him before the Yankees picked.
At least Mike Fish has got something right here, maybe potentially.
Potentially, yes.
So they go to analytics, and then they become bozos.
Bozo.
Yeah.
I mean, they've hit on certain picks. Like Schwarber, they hit on Heel, most likely. We'll see.
Programming note, everyone. Tonight we will be back with one final update on news and winter meetings and where do the Yankees go from here? Where do the Mets go from here? So we're going to have a nice action-packed show. I can't guarantee we're going to be on 3 hours again, but I can guarantee you a very, very good and solid show tonight, 8 p.m., unless we come on earlier with the Yankee news. But did I say that? Because I've said it since Sunday, and we've never come on a spur of the moment to say the Yankees made a trade or a signing or anything for that matter. So, but we've had some great shows. We've met some great people in the chat. We have a lot more subscribers in this past week than we've done in a while.
Tomorrow's the day, though. Guys,
Tomorrow, man, get those subscriptions ready, everyone, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to this interview with who's ever with us. Evan will be with us.
Yes,
Chef Nick, possibly. Sean Browning, and you guys. If you hadn't really seen Andrew Jones play,
he's going to tell you a lot of stories, man. He's going to tell you a lot of great stories.
Yes, and just watch the way he patrolled center field.
Yeah.
He looked. Okay. Picture Trent Grisham, but picture it as more of a gliding Trent Grisham. Like everything went so slow, but wham! He made that catch. Over the wall, under the feet, this way, that way, everywhere. The man was, I can only imagine if he played his whole career with the Yankees. But the Yankees had Bernie Williams. So you would probably have to move Bernie Williams because Andrew Jones had a very good arm. So you'd have to move Bernie Williams.
I have a question for Evan. Evan, what have you learned so far from all these interviews you have done here on the show and learning, listening to all these stories from these players that we're bringing in? What have you learned? Obviously, being a young guy or only 20 years old, but not seeing most of these athletes, but you're learning something here. What have you been learning though? I'm just curious.
No, it's been awesome. Learning a lot of things about the game, how it used to be, the history of the players that they've played with, teams that they've been on, just getting inside knowledge of, when they got certain calls from managers, GMs, really learning about how, the game has evolved, what they were like back when they were playing, how the stadiums were. It's been really much everything. It's been great. It's been awesome.
Yeah, that's good. That's especially for you who hasn't seen that much, and now you're learning the history, and it's amazing that like Joe said, no, it doesn't get better than the old school game in every sport, but it's that's why helping out the youth and we love helping out the youth and the young guys to teach them the history obviously I'm young, but I miss half the history. But I know since been working with all these people, we know the history. But helping out you, Evan, and all these other young guys and young kids,
Yeah.
so teach them about the history. It's amazing, and then for you guys to get the opportunity to connect with them too, it's really amazing. So
What
I
I'm
mean-
really excited for if
Yeah,
if I get
but
to
not only that, Nathan, Evan is our play-by-play man.
yeah, even
And
George.
that's amazing. At his age, what he's doing is just
And-
mind-boggling. I couldn't do it. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I could not do that at his age.
Yeah,
I
Right.
could maybe I could interview, but I can't do what he's doing. And he
Evan and
does-
George are great. They're great.
yeah,
man, thank you guys. Thank you.
there's no. What am I going to say? There's not afraid.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter if we have 10,000 listeners or one listener. He's not afraid, and he's not afraid to mingle with our guests. He's not, and it's just it's amazing that I see. This is why I love what I do, because I've had different types of shows, especially on radio, where I had faith in people that never thought that they had it in them to do it. They wanted to do it, and they did. And one thing I'm very proud of, and all the way, is a couple of my shows. People that came out of it was a major writer, an Islander play-by-play man, and people moving on to different cities and going on their local TVs. So that makes my day. That makes my day. And that's what I love about doing this type of program. Not to mention the wonderful people that we meet on the way
Yep.
to help us grow. And it's just, I mean, I look forward to every stream. I look forward to every guest and watch the, I mean, I'm just in amazement. Like, I couldn't call a football game. There's no way I could. There's absolutely no way I could call. I couldn't call a hockey game. I can't. I mean, I know the play is much more in basketball. That would be a little bit easier. Baseball, if there's anything that I can do, and that's baseball. But these guys, 21, 22 years old, 15, 16, calling games and knowing all the players and knowing the ins and outs. And I think this is going to be that. And I think, how the hell did they do it? I'm in awe. I've always been in awe, and that's what I love about what I do. If I find some talent to go out there to ESPN or to the OWN channel or to the Yes Network, it doesn't matter. Do you know what joy that brings me? And that brings NY Mania all the way. And I can't thank. And it's you, the people, that are doing this.
Yeah.
Evan and George and everybody, yeah, they're giving you but you guys are the ones that are doing this. You're pressing the like button, you're subscribing to the channel, you're letting people know, you're looking at our shorts, and that's what and that's what makes our job so much easier, and I love it. I love it to death.
Yeah, Benji, to answer your question, we work with a lot of famous people, but I mean, I think the most famous one would be probably if it's a sports world, sports world, probably Lawrence Taylor and Drew. We know a lot of them. So, but if it's entertainment, probably like Jeff Ross or something like that. So yeah, we work with famous people. So I wouldn't say just one.
Well, Benji has a great in a year, guys. We'll be at 10,000 subscribers. This channel will continue growing. Well, we need you to help. We need you. We need everybody. Michael, Charles, Donnie, everybody in here. Victor, everybody. We need everybody to send it out. Put it on your TikToks and everything. And that's how now we're growing and growing, and that's all thanks to people like Benji and Charles and everybody like that. We can't thank you guys enough. And on top of that, Evan and Sean Browning and Nick have started to do all the shorts, and they're doing a great job. And that's another thing. All of a sudden it just came up and said, Joe, I want to do a short. And on top of that, Evan went out to have fun with his friends the other night. So what happens? He takes a photo and a short in front of the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
If that's not dedication, then I don't know what the heck is. And that just tells you the type of people that we have here and that I won here on NY Yankee Mania. It's class, it's dedication, and that'll ride us to the top.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And personally, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I can say.
Of course.
Yep.
And we really appreciate. And then we won't even get into Nitin because it's too much. It's just like it'll take me. Let's see. It's 11:31 Eastern time. It'll probably take me to 3:00. I don't want to do that. I want to have some lunch. I want to work on our next show. But Nitin is just a godsend, and I think God was really good to us, and put these wonderful people. I mean, out of nowhere, I mean, and he's not here to defend himself, but Chef Nick, just to name you somebody else.
Yep.
This man is working 30 hours a day. It's no joke.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he do? He puts a short out. He comes on. He tries to come on. He grabs a big cup of coffee and he comes on at 10 o'clock at night after he just worked 30 hours. Are you kidding me? How can you not love that? And I wish I can give everybody the world. And maybe one day I will be able to do that. But we got to start somewhere, and we have a great head start. And that's everybody in the chat and everybody doing what they're doing. And kudos to you for making us over 130,000 views since we've been on the air. And that is amazing. That's an amazing feat. And also, see, I don't hold anything back because I love you guys. In the past 48 hours, 6,350 people, not including this show, has viewed NY Yankee Mania. Now, if that doesn't make you proud, then I don't know what will.
No. I mean, I was just going to say, it was an honor, and a privilege. Because, I watched Shannon Stewart as a kid. I watched Andrew Jones. And so then be a part and get to interview a player you watch when you're 11, 12, 13 years old. You may have hated them because they were playing with one of your rivals, but you love watching them play, and they played the hard way, the right way. The way that my dad instilled in me a work ethic with just doing a job and how you do everything in life. And then when you see it in players and they do it, and then you get to interview someone and you watch them play. I mean, that would be like if Joe got to interview Willie Randolph.
Mm-hmm. Which we're working on, so stay tuned.
Great point, Sean.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, and I appreciate you, Joe. I mean, it's an honor and a privilege here. And I'm just saying, you do a lot of stuff. You call us. You always talk to us. You got our backs. We got your back. There's a lot of things. People don't.
That's why. That's why my team and I are invested in this product, and we're doing big things over at our Job of the Mouse show, also, and our Knitted Sports show, and we're doing big things here. So that's why we bring the guests over here, because we're invested in this product, and they love coming on here. And you guys, this show is growing by the minute. So Joe, you're the godfather of this show. Obviously, you're the GOAT, legend. So and we all
yes, I don't take too much to praise, but And I thank you. And like Chef Nick, he wants to do an interview and all of that. And I agree.
What?
I feel like it's not deserving really. It's you guys that. But I want to address this from Donnie Clark. I don't have a membership, Joe, but I would if I had money. Well, let me tell each and every one of you something. I have never, ever asked anybody to become a member in the membership. If you notice and go back to any show, if you guys go on, the only reason why I mention it is because I have to honor it. I am not mentioning it to get it to your ear. Hey, become a member. That's not in my MO, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That is not. If you do it, I love you with all my heart. If you don't do it, I love you with all my heart. You're here. It doesn't cost you a dime to be here. If you want to do a super chat, it's because you want to do it, not because it's not. It isn't. The reason why we do the membership show is to show the thank you and the appreciation. But I'm in no way would ever shove that in anybody's face. And I want that known always. I have never asked for anything but you being here and rah-rahing the show and sending it out to people. That's all I expect. I don't want anything other than that. Money's precious. Your life is precious. And that's what comes first. You make sure you take care of yourself. If you have a family, that you're taking care of precious, beautiful babies, young people, even if your kids are older, you make sure they come first. Your mom, your dad, your grandparents, I don't care who it is, your nieces, your nephews, that's what it's all about. That's what we're all here for. And I really, really hope, and you know that you can come to each and every one of us. If you want to talk to Nitin, if you want to say something to Evan, if you want to talk to Sean Browning or Chef Nick, all you have to do is do one thing. Ask us, and we'll make it happen. We're not going to we can't put phone numbers and things like that on the screen, but you can start with joeyankees28@gmail.com, joeyankees28@gmail.com, and that's how you get it started. Anybody that has texted me or texted the show or asked for somebody else, as soon as I see it, I immediately give it off. So you are never, that's the difference between us and everybody else. We care, and we always will care, and we dedicate to the chat.
Right.
I just want to get that. I feel in my heart I need to say this once in a while so that you guys know how much we truly love you. Truly, truly, you are our other family.
Mm-hmm.
You really are, everybody. And I remember everybody that started with us. You think I don't? I do. I may be a little bit older, but I got it all up here. Trust me when I tell you.
Right.
Oh yeah, you don't forget. Mm-hmm.
And just what we've done in the past, and even the past week. Do you realize how much we've grown?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm in awe myself. I really am, and a lot more to come. Remember now, this year. Now remember, we had just started, so now we know right from wrong with the ball games, with the pregame show, with the postgame show, with interviews. I now have an idea. So let me add it. Let me add what we do best, and that is make you feel good and give you everything that you're deserving of having. You have an outlet here. You have thousands of places you can go. But one thing that is constant, we will be here for you. And listen, all the creators are great. I respect them all. I really do. But one thing is, over here, you will be acknowledged, and you will, and If you have I try to get to all your questions. If we don't, we try it the next time. So I am sorry, guys, if I sound like a mentor or whatever. I don't mean to do that, but I want you to understand. Sometimes we take a break on sports to let you know how serious we are for this channel and for you guys and for everybody that helps out NY Mania, part of this incredibly beautiful family that we've grown and we're growing. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you. And listen, everybody has there's a bump in the road here, bump in the road there, but nothing you can ever question of our sincerity to each and every one, every person. Now the Yankees going to make a deal, guys. What are we doing here?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, I think they're either gonna make a trade or
there's no news here yet.
Or
my friend Julian and the other people that we know there at the winter meetings, I think they're still there.
okay.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's either they're gonna sign Bailey or they're gonna make a trade. That's gonna be their first move.
Yeah. You think trade first, John?
I think that I really believe that they're going to make a trade definitely before Christmas. That's the best they could say. That's the best they could say.
I think they'll sign someone today.
You're not getting a tingling feeling right now?
I don't know what they're getting. All I know is that we're coming back at 8:00 tonight.
So you think you think they're going to sign someone today?
Yeah.
Oh
no! They get up. Oh, he's got to do the dance. Dun, 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 dun.
I will say the Yankees will sign either Ahmed Rosario or a pitcher by 8 p.m. tonight.
Oh, well, which pitcher do you know?
Louis DeLupa.
He wants King.
They're going to sign him by?
They could.
I'm going to say, if I had to say a name, I'll say they'll sign
Dun, dun, dun.
Drum roll, please.
You're right.
I don't know. Someone. They'll sign anyone. I'll say anyone.
Would you be happy if they signed Michael King and May?
Yeah, I would be.
Or Framber Valdez?
Will you do a dance if they sign Michael King?
Yeah.
Will you do a dance if they sign Imai?
Yeah.
All right, then.
Oh, wow.
All right. So
I'm going to predict probably a trade, but I just don't know which trade. So, but I'm going to go signing here. I think they'll sign someone tonight, like Evan said, or tomorrow. I'm going to go with Robert Suarez.
Wow.
all right.
And torn is really torn, huh?
I think they're either gonna sign
Wow.
Cody Bellinger, re-sign Bellinger. And that stalemate's going to end either tonight or tomorrow. Or they're going to make a trade tonight.
It's just too quiet, guys. It's too quiet for anything not to happen.
It's eerily quiet.
I think they're working on something big.
Ooh.
I think
Mega
it could be the Padres deal. It could be the Padres.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be something? What if we got
Jackson Merrill, Mason Miller, not Jackson Merrill, sorry, Mason Miller, Machado, and Tatis, hopefully.
I would love
what if it was Tatis and Mason Miller? No Machado.
No, I mean Machado. Here's the thing, though. McCann has been in discussions and trades also, but you can move him to second base if you get. So here's the thing: Yankees have two options here when it comes to McMahon. If you trade Chaz, you slide him to second base, McMahon, and then that improves your defense a little bit. And then you could put either Machado there or Bregman there at third base, whoever they want to do. But I don't know. It's just a lot of moving parts. That's why a lot of moving parts that they have to improve. So Donnie said that he probably thinks they get Brad Keller tonight.
Okay.
That's another option. Because that's bullpen help right there, which we
Yeah.
need.
The problem with Brad Keller, obviously, if you put him with Matt Blake, I feel confident. But the problem with Brad Keller is he only had one breakout year, which was last year.
Yeah,
He's been after that. Before last year, he was up and down reliever.
well, Clay Holmes was a 9 ERA guy.
Okay, so Donnie also thinks Seager might come too.
Yeah,
Seager?
Yeah.
Christmas Day will be here too.
Seager.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I would take Tatis Jr. over Seager.
Yeah, I would too. But no, last I heard, the Rangers weren't interested. They're not even entertaining the calls. So
just got notification of another sub. So who in the chat is the recipient of becoming a member of NY Yankee Mania? Can we know, please? And you haven't subbed yet? Come on, get the wheels turning, and so we need. Let's go to 40. Let's go to 640, guys, before we go off the air, please.
Where are we at now?
To us, 6:30.
Okay.
He's thinking.
So my friend Assad has been tuning into the channel, and he wants to know a few things. He said watching NY Mania, and he said Fernando Tatis would be a good would be a good move along with Machado. But he wants to know. He's asking about Chaz Chisholm. How likely is it for Chaz Chisholm to be traded? Yeah.
it's a big, it's a good possibility. Anything's possible.
The mere fact that they're thinking about it, something's up. And I have a feeling if by chance they do get Corey Seager, I think Chaz's days are numbered.
Yeah.
I don't think the Yankees want to get burned anymore with people on the team that become free agents.
Hold on. Charles has something.
Is that just a prediction?
Oh, it's a prediction?
Might just be.
Oh, Yankees did sign a pitcher. Hold on. It's a minor league deal, though. They signed Bradley Hanner. To a minor league deal.
There we go. I called it.
Where did they come up with these ham and eggers?
But hold on.
Ham and eggers
has a 4.9 ERA in his minor league career, including a 4.74 ERA last season for the Guardians AAA team.
Is it a starter or reliever?
It looks like a reliever to me. I don't know.
Man, 4 is not bad.
9-1. Yeah.
The problem is, this is what they're doing: stockpiling for spring training. This is what
they do that all the time.
Yeah, but this one, I think maybe they're seeing their. This is what Cashman. This is why I gave Cashman so much credit, because these pitchers, they're fine. They know they have a great pitching coach in Matt Blake. So I think they're thinking of this type of pitcher right here, Bradley Hanner, maybe coming from the Guardians system. And obviously, where did Matt Blake come from? The Guardians. So maybe their thinking is if they bring this guy in, put him with Matt Blake, maybe it's you never know. It's just I guess they're just taking a chances, a flyer on these
I like that he's building depth right now.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows we'll need it with the amount of injuries we'll have.
As I said, ham and eggers.
But no, Joe. It's green eggs and hams. That's what they're getting. Green eggs and ham.
It's ham and eggers. That's what they do. They do it all the time. And then what do they end up? They don't even end up with peanut butter and jelly. They're lucky. Yeah, here we go.
Bradley Hanner is going to be in a rotation.
Bradley Hanner. Sounds like Hanner and Barber. You're going to have the Flintstones.
Can we sign someone real?
But no, I was trying to make a joke, but that was probably a poor attempt at a joke.
See, I mean,
with the green eggs and ham. Remember the book?
Believe me, I know. Just one time. Can any of these guys become filet mignon?
I mean, that'd
Can
be
they
nice.
ever become a lobster? They're always ending up to be, like I said, ham and eggers. Nothing
Can we
against
get
ham
a
and eggs.
Can we get a T-bone steak and eggs?
Oh yeah, good combination.
We get a broken down washer machine.
Okay,
That's
so
what we get.
let me ask. I know Evan was on the stream yesterday, but he was in the chat. But Evan, my friend Julian said the Yankees are interested in Michael Kopech. He said that yesterday. What do you think about a guy like Michael Kopech for the bullpen?
I like him. He's a flamethrower. I think he's had some injuries though in the past.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind that signing. I think he would work well with Matt Blake and fills another need for us. So yeah.
Yeah, like get him on a
That's a little upgrade. That's like a turkey sandwich.
get him on a short. You can obviously
That's like turkey and cheese sandwich
1
right
year,
there.
like a 1 year prove
Opt
it
out.
deal. Yeah, opt out or a prove it deal for him.
Yeah.
Now we are missing one point here, guys.
Mhm.
Evan said the Yankees were going to make a move.
And they did.
Made a move, so you know what that means. Now you got a choice, Evan. You don't have to do it now, but you have a choice.
Was
Either
it-
you dance now and get it over with, or you wait till 8:00. But if you wait till 8:00, you have to dance for at least a minute.
No, we should wait for a bigger move to happen.
This
Yeah.
wasn't a big signing. This was a small signing. It
Yeah.
wasn't Imai.
Well,
It
what's the
wasn't
difference?
Shane.
A small signing, a big signing. It's a signing. They
No.
signed on the dotted line. I'm going to go to spring training for the New York Yankees. That is a signing in my book.
Well,
No.
Breaking news: the Yankees are still on. They're still on Aaron Judge. By the way,
Yeah, great
that's
news
what Jack
there.
Curry said the other night.
Amazing.
Yeah.
they're still in on Jack.
No, I heard Jacoby Ellsbury's coming back.
Oh my goodness. No, they're gonna bring Brett Gardner.
Oh,
I would
Benji wants you
love
to dance.
Brett Gardner back as a coach.
Benji's a Dodgers fan, so
Who?
of course he wants me to
Benji's
dance.
a Dodgers fan. Come on.
Babe
Benji.
Ruth.
Appreciate it, but I don't know. I can't do it.
It's a,
Not for
Kopech would be good, but he can't stay on the field. Kopech is like having Nutella with your sandwich.
Nutella.
Nutella's good. Well, how about
Nutella's
peanut butter and fluff?
Nutella. I love almond butter. That's my favorite almond butter.
Do you
Oh,
like
yeah.
almond? Oh, really?
Yep.
Nutella's
sign
good.
cookie. Sign
Cookies
cookie, Michael.
available.
Yankees
Love Nutella.
Oh wow! Breaking news: Yankees signed Manny Ramirez.
Hitting coach.
That'd be something.
I wanted Manny Ramirez as a hitting coach, but
I would love Manning Ramirez as a catcher. I mean, a hitting coach.
come on.
I mean, no, I would love. I would have took Shannon Stewart as a hitting coach.
Shannon
Yeah.
Sharp.
Shannon Sharp can teach him to toughen up.
Yeah.
Jose Canseco, baby. I can hit a ball
Uh,
further than Aaron Judge.
Ken Rosenthal just tweet. Oh wait, hold on. We had this yesterday, but he just tweeted this today. So apparently, Ken Rosenthal just tweeted: "Free agent reliever Mark Leiter Jr. in agreement with the Athletics."
yeah,
Work later. Yeah.
he retweeted because it got hit under the weeds with the whole Pete Alonso and
Oh, that's right. Okay.
they were all talking about Pete Alonso and Schwarber on MLB network all night last night.
All night long, all night.
I did like that how he mentioned yesterday during the interview
Mhm.
that what did he say?
About the. Are you talking about the Bregman thing or no? No.
No, I forgot what it was, but it
Talking
was
about Howie Mandel.
No, Howie.
I
Oh God.
don't know if Evan knows how Mandel is.
I know Howie Mandel. Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
judge
don't
on
get me
America's
started
Got
with Howie
Talent.
Mandel. He's
Host of
crazy.
Deal or No Deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
America's Got Talent. Bring in Brian Cashman right on there.
Let's bring in Heidi Klum.
Yep.
Sophia Vergara, Simon
And the
Cowell.
Yankees might hit in the clutch if they get Heidi.
Oh yes.
Vanna White.
See it now.
Nevada White. Oh my God.
Oh man. Forget about it. Breaking news: Donnie Clark joins NY Yankee Mania crew.
Come on
Yes.
up, Donnie.
Welcome to the team, Donnie. Yes.
Nice of you to invite yourself. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
Nice.
you can come on one condition. You got to get us 25 subs. You get us 25 subs, you're in. How's that? I'll challenge you.
No.
No, but
Yankees are closing in on Brenton Doyle. No.
oh please, another ham and egg.
No more.
No,
Rocky.
come on.
I'm joking.
Rolly Eastwick. Oh my God. You know, I love that guy. He came to the Yankees. He couldn't throw a strike.
I remember Kevin Brown.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Captain Brown?
Kevin Brown.
Oh, Kevin Brown. Okay.
Yes. Oh my God.
Donnie said, I got those likes and subscribers, Joe. Yeah. All right. Okay.
We believe you, Donnie.
We believe you. I'm going to challenge you again. 50 subscribers now.
Wait, are we at 640 now?
No. I would like 640 before we go off the air. That would be nice.
I think we are at 640.
We
Are
are.
we?
I just saw. I think it updated. Yeah, I just went to the subscriber count.
You see it better than me. I'm looking. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. See it. No, I'm seeing 639.
Does Nathan or Sean see 640?
Hold on, let me see this.
Let me look
Hold
on the
on.
other.
I'm seeing 640.
Yeah.
Why is my thing so slow?
Refresh.
It's because of my age.
I'm just.
I still see.
You just
I
said.
still see 39.
No, you just I see 640 here. Wait.
Where are you guys looking in Oshkosh?
No, I'll show you. Wait.
Cookie would become a member, but he doesn't have an email.
Who does?
Well, give him an email, Michael. Sign him into an email, and
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Right here.
yep.
Whoa, we are getting to. Thank you. We are getting to the big time, guys.
Yeah.
We are getting there. We are locomotion. All right, let's give whoever a sub,
Yep.
and whoever
no.
does a sub, and the ones that want a sub but they don't know if they want to push the button.
Chasing him down.
And then if you don't sub and you're near the water,
Yeah, take it slow.
and if you don't sub, we're gonna put you a one-way ticket.
No, yeah.
Guys, we gotta have fun. We gotta have
We
fun.
got to.
Is
But,
everybody here on the panel coming back tonight? Oh,
Yeah.
Sean,
No, I
you
have
said
work.
you're going to work.
Yeah.
I should be good.
So I have a final tonight. It starts around like 7.
Oh wow.
So I could be able to come on like hopefully around 9,
Okay,
All right.
15.
sounds
Yeah.
good. Nitin, you're good.
Yeah. Good luck with the final tonight.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have
good luck.
2 more.
I mean, your twin could step in for you, right?
No, he's good. He's not as good as I
But
am.
nope.
Mark Leiter and the Athletics are agreeing to a contract. Wow.
Thanks, Benji.
Yeah, and just right, and good luck. Definitely good luck.
Yep.
And remember, everyone, if the Yankees do make a move before 8:00 tonight, you know you'll get everything. You'll get a short. You'll probably
Okay.
come on. I will call the guys up, I'll text everybody in our chat, and we'll come back on and we'll celebrate everyone.
Yeah,
But
and,
there is a cause for celebration because we are doing very well now.
yeah, and, I have a scouting report on Bradley Henner, who the Yankees just
The
signed.
ham and egg.
So it says here, according to Ryan Garcia from Fireside Yankees, he said Henner has a big sweeper that averages 20.6 inches of lateral movement, but lacks the fastball quality and consistency due to poor velocity and movement.
Wow.
Keep up with the sweeper already. Get a
He
guy
signed
with
so
a
many
split
guys that
finger.
have more speed. Sorry,
I
Tom.
guess maybe if they put him in the room with Matt Blake, maybe he'll tinker. I mean, put some
Yeah, but how
adjustments.
much? I mean, how many guys? What are you going to have? 100 guys? Poor Matt Blake. I mean, you better pay him $5 million a year.
Yeah.
Bringing
I
in
mean,
this
really, the poor guy. Oh, all right, okay, give me another one. We give you. Like, come on, he should be making more than Brian Cashman now.
He should be the highest paid pitching coach.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
really.
know, right? But no, guys, I gotta
All
get
right,
going.
no.
My
All right,
phone's
Sean.
buzzing.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
Yep.
Thank you, Sean. We'll talk to you soon. You have a great day
All right, send to y'all.
and a safe one.
Oh, guys, another name to look out for in the trade market: Nico Herner from the Cubs.
Nico Horner. I like him.
Yeah, but he strikes out a lot. He's another ham and egg
Yeah, he's drawing interest from different teams.
with the Yanks or trade market.
Trade? No, this is trade market. Cubs are drawing interest from multiple teams in Nico Herner.
Well, guys, we hit another milestone of another 2 hours on the stream. Do you realize because of the winter meetings, we've given at least 15 to 16 extra hours?
Yep.
I love it. And I would do more if the Yankees did something.
Breaking news.
That would be great. But no, guys, quickly, some final thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll move on and wait till a little bit later on. So, Evan, you want to give some final thoughts? And good luck again on your test.
Yep, thanks.
Good luck. Yep.
But just from yesterday's interview, Howie did mention the Yankees do have like flexibility that they can offer. So I do like that. One thing about like if they move Jazz, then you move McMahon. I don't know if I necessarily want to move Jazz. I mean, I do like him, and he brings athleticism to the table. I mean, who else on this team can steal 30 bases? And if you do move him,
Cabby is another one.
of course, Cabby, but he's not an everyday player essentially yet. Hopefully, he can be. But anyway, thank you guys for a great show. Nathan, as always, you're the best when it comes to the interviews, and it's been awesome learning a lot of things. It's really cool to see these players come on and talk to them. But what I'm really excited for is when I get to interview a player who I get to see or who I've watched in the past. That will be really fun because then I feel like that'll bring a lot of the best out of me. I can ask them a ton of questions about different experiences, situations that they've been in, and all that stuff. For example, like Michael Boley, when we had him on, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we got to see him on TV, so that was great. And coming on here, sacrificing time, even though I'm in school doing this, it's always fun and learning a lot of things from everybody on the stream and the panel, and everybody from the chat as well. You guys are the best. It's been really fun coming on and answering your questions. Definitely, everybody on here is great. But thank you guys. Looking forward to tomorrow morning, Andrew Jones interview. That'll be fun, and looking forward to it. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for your dedication, and we really appreciate you. We really, really do. Thank you. By the way, Evan, I know we're on the air and everything, but any decision on the Monday night football?
Monday night. Most likely I will be able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so do you want me to put the stream out? You want me to make a link?
You can do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And are you doing it alone? Are you reaching out to anyone? What would you like to do?
Well, if Marnie wants to come on again, she's welcome. and Nathan, of course, is welcome too.
Okay.
And if anybody else wants to come on during halftime, they're welcome to do that too. So.
And what's the game? I'm sorry, I'm not.
Dolphins and Steelers Monday night.
Dolphins and Steelers. Okay, 8 p.m. All right, you heard it here, folks. First, Dolphins and Steelers will be called by none other than our very own Aaron. Aaron, listen to me, Evan. I'm slap happy, guys. So, final thoughts. Thank you, Evan. Final thoughts, Nathan.
Yeah, first of all, guys, great job with Shannon Stewart, our client, and Evan. Great job, Joe, Sean, all of you guys did a great job, and also the chat did a great job with Shannon Stewart. And guys, tune in tomorrow is a big one. My team and I also booked Andre Jones for tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Get your questions ready. That's gonna be a good stream. He'll be joining Joe, Evan, Sean, and possibly Chef Nick. It's gonna be a big one. So let's make this a big one, and hopefully the Yankees makes a move soon. And I mean, we just have to wait and see what they're going to do with their first move. But you guys keep it going, liking, subscribing. Please like and subscribe to our Job in the Mouth show, and also Nathan Sports Rush. And a lot of big things are happening. So keep up the great work, everyone. And this has been awesome. And like I said, tomorrow's a big show. So guys, get your questions ready for Andre Jones, and it should be a good one.
Awesome. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, everybody, putting up with us for a little over 2 hours. You've been sensational. Look for any shorts that we will do, any updates, anything baseball-wise or important to the New York Yankees and their fans, you will know about right here on Mania. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees. Stay healthy, everyone. And just be positive in anything that you do. You know you could do anything you want. Just do it with dignity. Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah,
we'll see you tonight at 8 p.m.